Hi everyone, week 4 of the vlog, Monday 25th of January 2021. I hope you guys have all had a good week. So coming up this week we have Stewart kicking us off with his top 5 films for us. You sent in some really good animal flows I'm sure Rui is going to be very proud of, so well done for those. We've also got Group 6 revealing what their challenge is for Group 2. Very excited to see what that is, and I'll be choosing the other groups too. And then we've got a fun challenge for you to do as well. Let's say hi to Stewart and see what he's got in store for us this week.
Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. So as Nikki said in the vlog last week, I'm going to try and do this each week, try and pick a different subject to try and find things to recommend to you. So I hope that you were able to find some things in the last vlog that you've managed to enjoy this week, or at least have put on the list at some point when you get to it. So this week I am going to do sports films. This was really hard because, as you can imagine, I love sports films in lots and lots of different ways. So it was really hard to try and whittle it down. So I have a few kind of subcategories to this one, and then a main list. Just as a heads up, there are no Rocky films in this. I know that might be a little bit controversial, but they're just not quite my thing. They're great and people enjoy them, but they're not necessarily my kinds of sports films. So before we get to the top 5 films, as I said, I had to try and find different ways of getting as many films as I can. So my first subcategory is sports films that are not maybe particularly heavy. They're linked in the sports world, but not necessarily maybe particularly heavy in the sport. But they're really wonderful films, and I thought, I should try and recommend them to you. So my first film is a film called The Hurricane. The Hurricane is a true story, or, based off a true story. It stars Denzel Washington. It's about a boxer who was wrongfully imprisoned and his fight for freedom. And they take you through that. Bob Dylan wrote a song about it. Again, a really powerful, strong film. My second film is a film called Field of Dreams. It has Kevin Costner in. Build It and They Will Come. It's got James L. Jones in, for people who would know from like Darth Vader. Again, based around baseball, but kind of more like believing in something, and you can make it happen. And my top film is a film called Moneyball. Again, Moneyball is a true life story about a guy who looked at baseball and the way that baseball was run and put together, and realized that they've been doing things wrong and incorrectly. And a guy called Billy Beane, was brave enough to go against when everybody said that he was crazy and he was mad, and he believed in different and went about it. It stars Brad Pitt and Jonah Hill. So yeah, hopefully you will enjoy one of those 3 films. So my next set of sports films is comedy films. I'm not going to go into them too much in detail in regards to breaking them down. They are what they are. They're there to make you laugh. They're based in the sports world, but in a, funny comedic kind of way. So hopefully during this period of time, you can find some things that make you laugh. So my 5 films that I put into this category is a film called The Replacements. That has Keanu Reeves in it. Again, that's based around American football. More a film I watched when I was young for kids. Hopefully most of you have seen already, is Mighty Ducks. Very funny kids film. Next up is a film that maybe a lot of you won't have seen. It's a film called Major League. It has Charlie Sheen in it when he was younger, based around a dysfunctional baseball team. Maybe not one for the kids to watch, but a very funny film nonetheless. Next up would be Happy Gilmore, an Adam Sandler film, a very quotable, funny film, based around an ice hockey player trying to learn how to play golf, and all the fun that ensues with Adam Sandler films, like when he was at his best. And then there's Dodgeball, which I know Dodgeball doesn't maybe necessarily a sport, but it's such a hilarious film with Vince Vaughn in, and again, very quotable, very funny. So I'm sure there's lots of stuff in there that you will enjoy. So I hope you get some laughs and some fun out of those. And now for the top 5, as the main event. So at number 5 is a film called 42. This is a film has Chadwick Boseman in it, who plays Jackie Robinson. The reason number 42 is because that's the number that he wore when he played. Jackie Robinson, for those of you who don't know, was the first black player to play in the MLB. Major League Baseball. And it's to do with the fight he had to do to get his way in and to earn his spot on the path that he played in everybody else following his footsteps, to the point now that every MLB team in the league has number 42 retired. Nobody wears that number in tribute to the contribution that he made to integrating black players into at the time, an all-white league. Number 4 is a film called A League of Their Own. Again, another baseball film. This has Tom Hanks in it. It's about during the war, when the men were going out to fight, that they wanted to try and still play baseball, and it's about the female leagues or women leagues that were set up during that time. And again, it's about a fight for what they went through, and then when the men came back, how they were kind of swept aside. It has comedy elements to it. It's very funny. You'll see appearances of a young Madonna in there as well. Number 3, I will be honest, of all the films I've gone through, this is the film that made me cry, and I don't cry very easily, but number 3 is a film called McFarlane. Again, Kevin Costner, who appears in a lot of sports films, is to do with a coach who maybe makes some mistakes and ends up somewhere that he doesn't particularly want to be, but he realizes from these young men that he teaches in a cross-country team that he actually learns more from them than he does than he teaches them. Number 2, again, is maybe a bit more a better well-known film, is a film called Coach Carter. Samuel L. Jackson, for the email that I sent out the other week, you can tell how much I enjoy this film and the quote in it. Again, for the younger ones, there is some language in there that maybe isn't quite appropriate. So, parents, think about that. And my favorite sports film is a film called Remember the Titans. Again, Denzel Washington, who appears in quite a lot of these, is a coach, and again, it's to do with during the period of integration within schools, and it's about a team that comes together with black players and white players and the fight that they have to overcome. Again, it's based on a true story, in a Hollywood kind of way. But again, very powerful, very strong, some really good moments in it that will, motivate you and uplift you. So I hope you find some films in there. I know there's a lot of films there to go through, and I honestly have watched all of them, and I made a list of this, and there's about another 7 or 8 films that I could have added in. I hope you do find some things that motivate you and that you enjoy, and there is a lot of films in there as a family that you can watch. So I hope it gives you some wonderful times that you get to share together and enjoy. So I'll be back next week with some more recommendations. Take care.
Thanks so much for that, Stewart. Some great films there, and some ones that I'd completely forgotten about that I absolutely love. So I will definitely be rewatching some of those. Thank you. Over to Zach now from Group 6, who will be revealing what Group 2's challenge is, and there's a little message from Group 6 afterwards as well.
Hello, Group 2. Our challenge from Group 6 is that you do the Ice Bucket Challenge. Sincerely, Group 6.
Good luck, Group 2.
Well done, Group 6. A corker of a challenge from Group 2. Group 2, please take it in the spirit it is meant and send us in your videos. Have a chat with Stewart, and you can either do it one of 2 ways. You can either do it all together on Zoom, individually, however you want to do it, but get yourselves together and discuss how you want to do this. Do not let us down. Get those videos sent in. You have a challenge. You have to accept it. So let's see who's next, shall we? So choosing the challenge is going to be... Get one out. What else? So choosing this week, we have Group 3. You will be choosing the challenge, and honestly, there's about 6 that comes out here. Take that one in, put that one back in. Group 5. So, Group 3, you're choosing. Group 5, you are taking on the challenge. So Group 3, get yourselves together and discuss what you would like Group 5 to do. Again, like last week, please keep it age appropriate and something that everybody can take part in. All right, so let's take a look at Rui's athletic development challenge that he set for you. Like I said before, we've had some really good ones sent in, so over to you. Brilliant. Well done, guys. What a great way to showcase how well you've progressed so far. So same as last time with the vlog, 1 week will be Rui's challenge, and then the following week will be like a fun challenge, and we just keep alternate it just to give you a chance to do something a little bit different, and a chance for you to get everything videoed and sent in without putting too much pressure on you. I appreciate you guys are still very, very busy with school and have had so much work put on you and are trying to get that done, as well as continue to do your S&C of an evening. So my hat goes off to you. You are all doing an incredible job, so well done. This is just a little bit of fun for you. It doesn't matter if it doesn't get done. I don't want anyone to be put under pressure or stressed out. Just use it to take time out for yourselves. Just have half an hour doing something a little bit different. So this week, what we'd like you to do is have a go at paper mache. Now, some of you may not know what that is. Some of you may know exactly what it is. If you're not too sure, look it up and see how it's done. You can create anything that you want, paint it, however you want to do it, it's up to you. Just create something that's fun, that you can artistically do, and we'll see if we can guess what it is. And then just send your photographs or even a video, just a short video of you doing it if you want to. So just anything, make anything up with the old style of doing paper mache and send it in to us. And that's everything we have for this week. So thanks again for watching and for your support. It means the world. Next week, we will be in February. We are nearly there, guys. We've nearly done it. We've nearly done January. 1 more week to go. You've got this. We can do it. Stay strong. Keep smiling. And I will see you next week.